Hi everyone, this is a brief overview of your fan page project for the semester. This is actually a screenshot of a fan page that was developed by a class that I taught at Boston College last semester, and the fan page project, or the brand that these folks chose, was the Cityside Cleveland Circle Cafe restaurant that was just down a little bit a ways on Com Ave down from Boston College itself. So it's kind of a local haunt for students, and they decided to focus on this one. And by the end of the 2 weeks, they had actually gotten more than 1,000 views, which is very, very good, actually. Actually, I shouldn't say 1,000 views, 1,000 likes, which is pretty significant. They went through some interesting ways to promote their site. So a couple of quick elements here just to go over with you. We have 16 students in the class. I'm going to assign 4 students to each group. So that means we'll have a total of 4 fan pages that people will be working on. These next 2 slides, slide number 2 and slide number 3, are about the power, if you will, of fan pages and likes on Facebook and what is involved in that, just to give you some background, and also the things when you start looking at crafting your fan page, the 4 I's of social media, which are: how do you get people involved, how do you get people to interact with your site, how do you make the site intimate and something that elicits a reaction from your audience, hopefully a positive one, and then how do you influence, what is the influence of your efforts, how much effort are you putting into it, and how willing are people that go to your fan page to sort of recommend it to others, and then obviously broaden the influence of your page. So take a good look at these 2 pages. They give you some background on how you should think about crafting your fan page. It is 15% of your final grade. This is the rubric I use to grade it. 20% of it's creative. There's 40% that's graded towards your written report, 20% to a verbal report, which we'll talk about the mechanics of that later. And then 20% is the fulfillment of your goals, which you establish before the fan page goes live. One is likes, and the other one is engagement, which is a combination of likes, comments, and how many people share your fan page. This is the rubric that I use for grading the creative element of your fan page. It's not something that I crafted. It's a very common rubric that's used in the art area, if you will. So it's based on how people who are in university level type of art programs use to sort of grade creativity on projects that are provided to them. There is a written report. It's 5-page maximum, double-spaced, exclusive of any metrics or supporting data. It needs to be delivered to me in Microsoft Word, and that's the file naming structure for your report. And then there's a verbal report as well that's based on a PowerPoint slide, and we'll go into those particulars later on. How do you, what do you put in your fan page report? Well, you need to tell me how you selected your brand, what the brand is all about, who's your target market, what are the objectives you have for your fan page, what kind of strategy you had to promote it. You detail the results. There are metrics on Facebook that allow you to look at a fan page and see who's coming in and where they're coming from. What did you learn through the process, and if you could change anything about your effort, and after the fact, what would you do? So you have to set goals for your fan page. So you can set a goal overall of how many likes you get, and then for engagement, it's how did you get the people that you were targeting when you looked at sort of the demographic? What kind of comments get posted on your fan page? Are they thoughtful, or are they just like it, great job, that sort of thing, or do people actually spend some time and effort and put some thought behind their comments? And then how many people share your fan page with others? So before you go into it, you pick your brand, and then you set some of these goals, and I'll help give you some guidance on how to do that. The goals are due by February 28th, so it's only a couple weeks from now. The fan page starts tracking or goes live on the 11th of March. The last day for fan page tracking is the March 27th. The written reports are due on April 5th, and the presentation/verbal reports are due on the 22nd. One thing regarding likes is we actually essentially will be tracking them for 2.5 weeks from the official start. You can't actively promote to your Roger Williams University network. In other words, you can have people that like your page who are your fellow students, but your promotion should be primarily made outside of your Roger Williams network. I want to see how you do. I don't want you to sort of tap into what's obvious. I want you to tap into what's not obvious. You can't conduct any promotion on campus, and you can't use any service. Believe it or not, there are services available that you can use to purchase likes. You can't use those services. You have to avoid them at all costs. Other than that, the rules are sort of open, but I mean this does constrict and determine a little bit more in detail in terms of what you can and can't do. So that's a quick overview of the fan page. Let's keep in mind these dates because they're coming up very quickly, and then I'll add some detail when we do the weekly lecture. And any questions specifically, we'll be assigning groups after this evening. So I've gotten one request for a group for Megan, Ashley, Caitlin, and Alice. So that's one group. That leaves 3 other groups to be formed. I've randomly picked them unless somebody comes and asks me for a specific set or group of people that they want to work with. That's fine as well. One group has already done that, and I've granted them that. So if there's any others of the remaining 12 people, then reach out to me and I'll be able to help you out. Thanks.